Good morning, all you beautiful people. It's another beautiful day the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice in it. Set your mind and your heart in the right place before you get your day going. My name is Mary Burke. My website is marylburke.net. And this week we've been talking about building your dream. Building your dream, because there is a process involved in actually achieving the goal that you have. And so far, we've covered a couple steps. I've been studying the book of Nehemiah in the Bible, and Nehemiah was sent from the king to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. And so when he arrived there, what he did is a strategy to use to actually have your dreams come true. His dream was to build, repair, and restore the walls of Jerusalem. The first step I went over a couple days ago. You can find that on my website at marylburke.net or on Facebook. Just look me up, Mary L. Burke. It's definitely on there. But it's called Build Your Dream, Step 1, Inspection. Inspection involves a whole lot of stuff that I went over in that other video, so I'm not going to do it here. The other part, too, is tell. So he went around, inspected everything, and then he went to the elders. Oh my goodness, there's flurries on the window. Yes, we are getting a little bit of snow this morning. Wow. Huh. Sorry. I was a little surprised. Okay, so step 2 is when we convert that into, or kind of like, okay, well, how do we use that in everyday life? When you are making inspections of your life and taking assessment of where you're at currently and where the weaknesses are in your life, and you're doing it through builder's eyes, and then you're going to suddenly shift and make changes, it's absolutely vital that you talk to someone that's close to you, because they're used to you being a certain way. And when you start to make shifts and changes, if you don't inform them, it's going to blow them away, and they're going to it's going to blow up in your face. And you might actually end up having them oppose you rather than support you, which seems weird, but it's always important to tell those closest to you, people in your authority over you, people that you're responsible for, or people that are responsible for you. So, okay, that's like the, I don't mean to rehash everything, but I guess it's important. Okay, step 3. Speaking of opposition, that is step number 3. I got to get on the road right now, so we'll cover that as we go. Here we go. All right. Opposition. Well, I'll tell you kind of in my own paraphrase the story of Nehemiah, what happened with him. He was actually sent by the king, who was a foreign king who had conquered Jerusalem, excuse me, in Israel, and but you can go read the whole story yourself. Basically, the king gave Nehemiah permission to go back to Israel and rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. And he didn't just give him permission, but he gave him money to go build the walls. Okay, so so Nehemiah did the first 2 steps. He inspected, and he told the elders what he saw. He didn't go rehash all the trauma about it. He just told them what was required, what was broken down, what was burned down, what was in rubble, what needs to be built up, what needs to be replaced. Okay, he just took assessment of what all of those things. And then immediately the priests from the tribe of Levi, the high priest was the first one who began building the sheep gate. And I don't have time to go into all the details about all the different gates that were in the city of Jerusalem and their significance biblically. But anyway, so the first one that they restored was the sheep gate. Well, in the process of restoring that gate, There was a guy named Sanballat, and he decided to wage a campaign against Nehemiah and against the rebuilding of those walls. Because in a way, when a city is walled in, it's in defiance of the king. Sorry, this person almost didn't stop when they were supposed to. In defiance of the king. It looks like it's in defiance of the king, but what that guy didn't know was the king sanctioned it. He's the one that funded it. He's the one that supplied the process. So it wasn't in defiance of the king, but that guy didn't know it, right? So what did Nehemiah do? In his first encounter with this guy, what he did was he stated that this was what they're doing. He stated that this guy didn't have anything to do with it. He wasn't involved in it at all. And as a result, he would not receive any of the rewards from the results of it. Okay? So he stated his case. He stated the authority that he had to do this job. And then he said, you don't have any part in it. So you can expect opposition the moment you start change. It happens inevitably every time. I guarantee it. But what's important is that you know what your plan is. You know that you have authority to make those changes in your own life. And you don't listen to the voices telling you you can't. You just don't listen to them. So that's my message for today. Expect opposition, rise up against it, and say no to it. It's that simple. And you don't engage them anymore. You just refuse. You don't participate in their shenanigans at all. You don't come down off the wall. And that's what Nehemiah said. Why should I come down off the wall and stop working to come and discuss this with you when he already knows he had the authority of the king to complete the task? Okay, so that's the plan. That's the idea. That's the step for today. Hey, God loves you. I love you. Be blessed. My website's marielleburke.net. Bye-bye.